roar of the crowd, the flash of the skates, the blur of the puck. For Canadian hockey legend Guy Lafleur, this wasn't just a game. It was a symphony of speed, skill, and pure artistry. Nicknamed the Flower for his graceful movements and le Démon Blond for his iconic flowing blonde hair and fiery play, Lafleur was more than just a hockey player. He was a phenomenon, a force of nature who captivated an entire nation and redefined what it meant to be a superstar on ice. His story is one of raw talent, unwavering dedication, and a dazzling return to glory that cemented his place among the pantheon of sports legends. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the extraordinary life and career of the one and only Guy Lafleur. Born on September 20th, 1951, in the quiet town of Thurso, Quebec, Canada, a place nestled by the Ottawa River, Guy Lafleur's journey to hockey immortality began with a simple Christmas gift at age 5, his first hockey stick. It was a humble beginning for a boy who would go on to command the ice with unparalleled elegance and power. Little did anyone know that wooden stick would soon become an extension of his genius, a wand through which he would cast spells of offensive brilliance. Even as a child, his talent was undeniable, almost preternatural. He didn't just play hockey, he seemed to understand it on a deeper, intuitive level. This was evident during his formative years, where he consistently outshone his peers. He dominated the prestigious Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament for 3 consecutive years from 1962 to 1964. This tournament, a proving ground for future stars, witnessed Lafleur setting an astonishing tournament record with a staggering 64 points. Imagine a young boy, barely a teenager, already displaying the scoring prowess that would define his legendary career. It was a clear glimpse into the dazzling future that awaited him. His teenage years saw him light up the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, QMJHL, with the Quebec Remparts. It was during this period that he truly exploded onto the national consciousness, establishing himself as a sensation. His offensive output was simply breathtaking. With the Remparts, he earned the fitting moniker Le Turbo de Thurso, a nod to his hometown and his explosive speed. He wasn't just fast, he was a blur on skates, leaving defenders in his wake. In 1971, he led his team to a glorious Memorial Cup victory, the ultimate prize in Canadian junior hockey, and netted an incredible 130 goals in a single regular season. This wasn't just a good season, it was an historic one, cementing his status as the most electrifying prospect in hockey. By then, it was clear, a star was born, and the National Hockey League, NHL, the pinnacle of professional hockey, was calling his name with an undeniable urgency. Scouts, coaches, and fans alike knew they were witnessing the emergence of something truly special. The 1971 NHL draft was a pivotal moment, not just for Guy Lafleur, but for the entire landscape of professional hockey. The Montreal Canadiens, with the first overall pick, faced a choice that would be debated for years to come: Lafleur or another top prospect, Marcel Dionne. Both were offensive dynamos, but the Canadiens, with their rich history and discerning eye for talent, chose Lafleur. It was a decision that would forever alter the course of their storied franchise, ushering in a new golden era. Donning the iconic number 10 jersey, a number that would become synonymous with his name, Lafleur's initial seasons with the Canadiens, however, weren't the instant explosion many anticipated. The pressure of being the top pick, the weight of expectation in a hockey-mad city like Montreal, weighed heavily on the young superstar. The legendary Canadiens general manager, Sam Pollock, was known for his calculated risks, and this one, at first, seemed to take time to pay off. For his first 3 seasons, Lafleur struggled to consistently meet the lofty expectations placed upon him. He still showed flashes of brilliance, but the consistent dominant force that had terrorized junior hockey wasn't fully unleashed. But by his 4th season, 1974-75, something clicked. It was as if a switch had been flipped and the flower fully blossomed. Lafleur's signature smooth skating style, a mesmerizing blend of effortless glide and explosive bursts, combined with his unparalleled scoring ability, fully blossomed. He transitioned from a promising talent to a bona fide superstar. He became an instant fan favorite, igniting the Montreal Forum with thunderous chants of "Guy, Guy, Guy," every time he touched the puck. It was a visceral, almost primal response from the crowd, a recognition of the magic he brought to the ice. This wasn't just a player, this was an artist gliding across the ice, a magician with a stick, weaving through defenders with an effortless grace that belied his lethal offensive power. He played with an unbridled joy, his blonde hair streaming behind him as he carved through the opposition, often without a helmet, adding to his mystique and daring persona. He was unpredictable, electrifying, and utterly captivating. The late 1970s belonged undeniably to the Montreal Canadiens, and Guy Lafleur was the undisputed architect of their dynasty. He was the pulsing heart and the driving force behind their unprecedented 4 consecutive Stanley Cup championships from 1976 to 1979. During these glory years, the Canadiens were simply unstoppable, and Lafleur was their brightest star. In 1977, amidst their dominant run, he was rightfully crowned the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as the playoff MVP, a testament to his dominance when it mattered most, under the most intense pressure of playoff hockey. Lafleur's individual achievements during this period were simply phenomenal, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible in the NHL. He achieved feats that were unheard of at the time, becoming the first player in NHL history to record 6 consecutive 50-goal seasons, a testament to his consistent scoring touch and relentless pursuit of the net. Even more impressively, he was also the first to achieve 6 consecutive seasons with both 50 goals and 100 points, showcasing his dual threat as both a scorer and a playmaker. His name became synonymous with offensive excellence, his numbers speaking volumes about his generational talent. He remains the all-time leading scorer in Canadiens history, with an astonishing 1,246 points. A truly remarkable feat, given the franchise's rich history of legendary players. This total includes 518 goals, placing him second only to the legendary Maurice "Rocket" Richard, and a franchise record 728 assists in his 14 glorious years in Montreal. He consistently topped the scoring charts, leading the NHL in points in 1976, 1977, and 1978, and remarkably, he was the fastest player at the time to reach 1,000 points, achieving the milestone in just 720 games, a testament to his consistent high-level production. Lafleur didn't just play the game, he elevated it, pushing the boundaries of what was possible on offense, inspiring a generation of aspiring hockey players to emulate his fearless attacking style. He was a pioneer, a trailblazer who redefined the role of the offensive superstar. However, even the most brilliant flames can flicker, and even the most glorious eras must eventually come to an end. Lafleur's illustrious career with the Canadiens, despite its dazzling heights, came to an unceremonious end. The latter part of his tenure was marked by a series of injuries that began to take their toll on his body, slowing down the man renowned for his explosive speed. More significantly, a strained relationship with coach Jacques Lemaire began to fester. Lemaire, a former teammate, had taken over as coach and implemented a rigid defense-first philosophy that clashed sharply with Lafleur's freewheeling, offensive-minded style. It was a philosophical divide that created a palpable tension within the team, a tug-of-war between disciplined structure and creative improvisation. Lafleur, feeling stifled and unable to play his natural game, requested a trade, seeking a fresh start where his offensive genius could once again flourish. But his request was denied, a decision that ultimately led to his difficult and heart-wrenching choice to retire for the first time in 1985. It felt like a premature end to a breathtaking career, leaving fans with a lingering sense of what if, and a void that seemed impossible to fill. The sight of him leaving the ice for the last time as a Canadian was a somber moment for hockey fans worldwide. But true legends don't stay down for long. Their passion for the game often transcends the boundaries of retirement. After being inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1988, an honor that solidified his place among the game's immortals, a remarkable and almost unbelievable comeback was on the horizon. Lafleur, still a master of the ice, his competitive fire undimmed, made the audacious decision to return to the NHL for 3 more seasons. This was a rare feat for a Hall of Famer, and one of only 3 players in NHL history to do so, alongside the indomitable Gordie Howe and the miraculous Mario Lemieux, placing him in truly elite company. Thanks to a grandfather clause in the league's rules regarding equipment, he was one of the last players in the league to play without a helmet, his iconic blonde hair still flowing freely as he skated. A visual nod to a bygone era of hockey, a direct link to the thrilling, helmless days of the 70s. He joined the New York Rangers for the 1988-89 season, bringing a surge of excitement to Madison Square Garden. Then, he moved to the Quebec Nordiques from 1989 to 1991, a homecoming of sorts to his native province. His return to the Montreal Forum in a Rangers jersey was a moment etched forever in hockey history, a truly spine-tingling occasion. The crowd, a sea of passionate Canadiens fans, erupted in a thunderous, prolonged standing ovation, a testament to the enduring love and respect they held for their former hero. It was an emotional and unforgettable tribute, and Lafleur, ever the showman, responded in the only way he knew how, by scoring 2 goals against his former teammate, the formidable Patrick Roy, further cementing the legend. While his scoring numbers weren't at their peak during this comeback, age and injuries had naturally taken some toll. His elegance on the ice remained, his ability to make magic still evident in flashes of brilliance. He could still thread a pass through a seemingly impossible opening or unleash a sudden, deceptive shot. During his time with the Nordiques, he also took on a valuable mentorship role with the rising star Joe Sakic, passing on his wisdom, sharing his experience, and instilling in the young phenom his passion for the game. This later career phase, while not defined by scoring records, showcased Lafleur's unwavering love for hockey and his ability to contribute even as his playing style evolved. Beyond the rink, Lafleur's life was just as vibrant and multifaceted, showcasing a restless and adventurous spirit. He wasn't content to simply rest on his hockey laurels. He was a licensed helicopter pilot and even co-owned a helicopter transport company, a testament to his daring nature and his desire for new challenges. He ventured into the business world with his own fruit juice energy drink brand, cleverly named Flower Power, playing on his famous nickname. He also owned various restaurants, demonstrating his entrepreneurial drive. In a unique and significant honor, he was appointed honorary colonel of a Canadian Air Force unit, a remarkable recognition of his stature and contributions to the country. His life wasn't without its challenges, however, reminding us that even heroes face adversity. In 2009, he faced legal troubles, specifically charges related to giving conflicting testimony regarding his son's bail conditions. It was a difficult period for Lafleur and his family, drawing significant public attention. However, he faced these challenges with characteristic resilience and, after a legal battle, he was fully acquitted in 2010, proving his ability to overcome obstacles off the ice as well. Sadly, Lafleur's final and ultimately toughest battle began in September 2019 with open-heart surgery, signaling the start of a serious health decline. His resilience was once again tested when he was diagnosed with lung cancer in November 2019 and, heartbreakingly, again in October 2020. The hockey world mourned deeply when Guy Lafleur passed away on April 22, 2022, at the age of 70. His passing came just a week after that of his contemporary, the equally legendary Mike Bossy, who also succumbed to lung cancer. A tragic coincidence, as both had been heavy smokers during their playing days, a somber reminder of the health risks associated with that habit. The outpouring of grief was immense and immediate, a testament to the profound impact Lafleur had on countless lives. His loss was felt deeply across Canada and the hockey world. The nation honored its hero with a national funeral on May 3, 2022, in Montreal, a solemn yet grand affair that brought together dignitaries, former teammates, fans, and family to pay their final respects. It was a fitting tribute to a national hero, a man who had brought so much joy and pride to his country. Guy Lafleur's legacy is etched in the annals of hockey history, a glittering collection of awards and honors that speak to his unparalleled impact and enduring greatness. He lifted the coveted Stanley Cup 5 times: 1973, 1976, 1977, 1978, 1979, anchoring one of the greatest dynasties in NHL history. Individually, his trophy case was overflowing. He was awarded the Art Ross Trophy 3 times, 1976, 1977, 1978, as the league's top scorer, a testament to his consistent offensive dominance. He also secured the prestigious Hart Memorial Trophy twice, 1977, 1978, as the league MVP, recognizing his overall impact and value to his team. His peers recognized his brilliance, voting him the Lester B. Pearson Award winner 3 times, 1976, 1977, 1978, as the most outstanding player, an honor that perhaps meant the most to him, coming directly from his fellow players. In 2017, he was rightfully named one of the 100 greatest NHL players, a definitive list that cemented his place among the sport's absolute elite, alongside names like Gretzky, Orr, and Howe. His iconic number 10 jersey was retired by the Montreal Canadiens on February 16, 1985, forever hanging in the rafters of the Bell Centre, formerly the Montreal Forum, a constant silent reminder of his greatness and the magic he brought to the ice. In a unique and well-deserved honor, the QMJHL also retired his number 4 across the entire league at the start of the 2021-2022 season, ensuring that no junior player in Quebec will ever wear the number that Lafleur wore during his dazzling junior career. Beyond the ice, his contributions to Canada were recognized with his appointment as an Officer of the Order of Canada in 1980, one of the country's highest civilian honors. He was further honored as a Knight of the National Order of Quebec in 2005, recognizing his significant contributions to his home province. He received the prestigious Lou Marsh Trophy in 1977 as Canada's top athlete, a national recognition of his athletic prowess across all sports. And in a final, touching, and truly fitting tribute, Quebec Autoroute 50, which runs through his beloved hometown of Thurso, was officially renamed in his honor on May 4, 2023, ensuring his name lives on, woven into the very fabric of his homeland, a permanent monument to a man who meant so much to so many. Guy Lafleur was more than just a hockey player. He was an icon, a symbol of grace, power, and unwavering passion. He played the game with an intoxicating blend of artistry and ferocity, his movements often described as poetry in motion, yet his shots were pure thunder. He left an indelible mark on every fan who witnessed his magic, every opponent he faced, and every teammate he inspired. His life was a testament to the power of dreams, the thrill of triumph, the resilience in the face of adversity, and the enduring legacy of a true champion. He inspired generations, not just with his incredible skill, but with his infectious spirit, his undeniable charisma, and his unwavering, unadulterated love for the game of hockey. So, the next time you hear the roar of a hockey crowd or see a player effortlessly glide across the ice, remember Guy Lafleur, the flower, le Démon Blond, the legend who truly made the game beautiful. His legacy will continue to inspire for generations to come, a bright star in the constellation of hockey legends. What's your favorite Guy Lafleur memory, or what do you think made him such a unique and unforgettable player? Let us know in the comments below.